A very warm welcome to first semester students of Gujarat Technological University. Vice Chancellor of GTU, Dr. Akshay Agarwal will address students shortly. Dr. Akshay Agarwal, Vice Chancellor of GTU, has PhD in electrical engineering and has taught students of more than 30 countries in India and abroad. Dr. Agarwal has led this GTU, and because of his effort, GTU is today truly an international innovative university. This message on the very first day of the students will be a lifelong memory for them. Please welcome Vice Chancellor of GTU, Dr. Akshay Agarwal, with a big round of applause.
Friends, it's a pleasure for me to meet you, of course, electronically, on this very first day of your entry at a GTU institution. You are joining the technological professions at a time which is truly something which has not happened earlier. Today, India is developing at a fast pace, and therefore you need not depend upon the viewpoints which may have been conveyed to you because of our previous experience. Please understand one thing, that today India needs good technologies. If people tell you that there is an oversupply of engineers, or for that matter, oversupply of pharmacists or management graduates, it is not true. The fact is that Government of India has looked at the requirements in India as compared to the requirements, say, in US or China, at comparable levels of development. And they have calculated, and therefore they have given accordingly the permission for new colleges. Now, the fact is that we have not been able to train engineers who can design good products. We have not been able to train engineers who can produce products of good quality and at the same time at a lower rate, so that we can capture the world's markets. Today, anywhere you go in the world, you will find Chinese products. Of course, in India, you must be seeing many of these. I have lived outside India, and I have seen even in the Western world, the markets are full of products from China, and there are not many from India. That is why our Prime Minister has started talking about Make in India project. The idea is that we should make in India and sell in the markets of the whole world. As soon as we have that competence that we can produce things of good quality at comparable rates, we will be able to sell in the whole of the world. And of course, we'll be able to sell in the markets of India. And let me tell you, India itself has got huge requirements. We have requirements of roads, bridges, and technological products. We have requirements of medicines. We have requirements of being able to manage our institutions well. And let me tell you, it is not that we are not intelligent enough. I have worked with the teachers from many nationalities, and I have worked with students from many nationalities. And I can tell you, you are second to none in basic intelligence. Your teachers are also very intelligent. The only thing is, intelligence alone does not help. Intelligence has to be combined with hard work. And if the colleges, the management, the professors, and the students work together, we can do wonders. The thing is, engineering, pharmacy, and management are very interesting fields. In these fields, when you study, you cannot really be bored, but they become interesting when you understand things. If you do not understand the story of a picture also, let's say you go to a movie and you do not understand the story, then you will not enjoy it. So you have to be there from nearly the beginning so that you can understand the story and you can enjoy the movie. Similar is the case in all fields of study, and more particularly in technology. Technological studies are practical studies. They deal with actual products. They deal with how these products are designed, how they are analyzed. And therefore, these studies cannot be boring. If they are boring, it is only because we are not able to devote ourselves fully. Your teachers have to work to make the classes interesting. You have to work to make the classes interesting for yourself. We have many weaknesses in the system. I would not say that it is fully equipped. We have many weaknesses in the fact that training at sometimes at schools is not so good. We have many weaknesses because the number of seats has increased, and therefore sometimes students who are not so well prepared join us. We have weaknesses because we have had extension of number of seats 10 times during the last 10 years. And naturally, therefore, many times we do not have many experienced teachers. So we have weaknesses at every level, but jointly we can do great things. Jointly, every class can be made interesting. Every laboratory can be made interesting. If you will read the message which I have on our website, I am saying exactly that. Let's all work to make every class interesting. If you find that a class is not interesting, talk to your teacher so that the class becomes interesting. If you have some ideas for making the teaching more interesting, discuss with each other. The point is, don't run away from your class. Most of you have paid for all these classes. Take their benefit. See to it that every single class brings you some more knowledge. And I assure you, GTU syllabus is now one of the best in the country. GTU's policies today are being followed by all the technological universities of India. You are at a university which has won a high reputation. Now the question is, this reputation can be of use to you in getting better jobs, provided you prepare yourselves. There is another issue which is normally, used to say that our people are not able to get good jobs, our graduates are not able to get good jobs, and that is the issue of communication. Many times it is said that our students are not able to speak well. They are not able to communicate well at interviews. You have now a number of years to spend with us. Even if you have a little weakness in communication, there is no reason why this weakness should persist during the next 2 or 3 years. If you work hard along with your teachers, your communication skills will improve. There is no reason why, after 1 year of working over here, your communication skills should remain weak in case you are determined. You have to ensure that you work hard to improve your communication skills. We have the subject of communication skills in nearly all the courses. We also have another subject called CPDP, Contributor Personality Development Program. Both of these are designed to help you improve your soft skills. Please work along with your teachers to improve your soft skills. At the end of 1 year, you should be able to say yourself, I am now able to talk with confidence. You should be able to say that now, whatever weakness I had, I have removed. If you do not have any weakness, please help your class fellows. Let's all work together to see that at the end of 1 year, there will not be one student in this particular class who will say, I am not able to talk confidently. I am able to present myself well. That is what every single student should be able to say. I request all the teachers of communication, all the teachers of CPDP, all heads of departments and principals to see that they work individually with every student and see to it that, that at the end of the year, we do not have a single student who is weak in soft skills, who is not able to communicate well. There is another thing that I would like to say. Today, internet is a medium which is used by everyone in the world. Today, it is very cheap to create your own website. In fact, if you use some of the freely available email sites, most of them allow you to create your own website. Most of them allow you to create your own blog. From today, you should work to see that each one of you has your own website. Put your photograph into it and show your parents what you have done, show your friends your website, and then go on writing and adding to your blog and to your website what you are doing during the week or during the month. So every day you must update it and see to it that your parents, your friends know about what you are doing. Whatever good things you are learning, put them over there. Today, these things are considered to be the signature of a technologist. When you go for a job, you will not only take your certificates, you should also take along with that the URL of your blog so that the employer will see what you have done in the first year, what you have done in the second year, what are the projects on which you have worked, what are the things in which you are interested. Those are things which will carry its own value. Whatever you write on the blog, whatever you write on your website, that is something which will be of value for people who want to hire you. These will be of value for people who want to deal with you. Let's say you want to start your own business, and let's say you are going to deal with a party from outside your city. This party may be from Gujarat, maybe from outside Gujarat, maybe even from outside the country. If they see your blog of the previous 4 years, if they see your website, they will form an opinion about you and they may like to work with you. Whereas if you have nothing to show except your certificates, it will not do. Today, your identity is determined not only by the paper on which your certificate is there, that is, of course, of value, but it is also determined digitally. So, from today, please start thinking about how to create your own website, how to have your own blog. And I suggest that within a month, each one of you should have one and you should start writing. Don't worry about the fact that your language may not be very expressive. Don't worry about the fact that your English, or for that matter, your Gujarati language writing may not be very good. The point is, as you write over 4 years, you will improve. As you move from month to month, you will find you will be improving. So, what I am trying to say is decide to develop yourself. Decide to see that the next few years when you are at GTU, every day you will improve yourself. Every day you will become a better young person, so that at the end of a semester, at the end of an year, you are able to say, today I am surely better than what I was. Today I am going to be more useful to my country. I am going to be more useful to my family. Today I am in a situation where I can say with confidence, I am going to have a great career. And I assure you, there is a great career awaiting you after you graduate. The only thing is you have to prepare yourself for it. There is no reason why any one of you should not get a good job. The only reason is if we don't prepare ourselves well. The only reason can be we may not have worked hard to develop ourselves. And I assure you, as you start working, you will find the whole of the process of learning in our college is very interesting. GTU has put together a number of programs in the colleges, and the most important of them is what is called the GTU Innovation Club. Within that club, we have got open source technology clubs, mobile and wireless technology clubs. You have to start working yourself. These are all clubs which are student driven. You have to decide this particular activity will do well. There are things which are not in your hands. The timetable is not in your hands. That is decided by your head of the department. Which teacher comes to teach which particular subject is decided by people who are more knowledgeable. They know which professor has got what kind of capability. But we have put in a number of activities which are in the hands of the students. So take care of those things. See to it that you determine the pace at which you are going to learn. You determine the pace at which you will develop yourself. GTU is going to work with you every day, every week, every month, so that you can develop yourself. And GTU is determined to see that it remains the best university of the country. You should also be determined to see that you will be the best student of your class. You will be wanting to become one of the best engineers of the country, one of the best pharmacists of the country, one of the best management specialists of the country. That's what you should decide, and we can jointly work to see that your dreams are realized. Thank you.